Hi, my name's Erin Tustin, and I'm so excited to show you what I've been working on in Nucamp's full stack web and mobile development courses. My project is an app called Congrats, You're Autistic. It's a neurodiversity affirming approach to learning and sharing information about autism as told by autistic people. My goal with this project is to help change the way that people are introduced to an autism diagnosis, as well as to be a platform to make sharing these resources with the community and various support systems a more streamlined and less exhausting and tedious process. From the home screen, you can navigate to different sections of the app, or you can access them through a drawer navigation. I designed my app using the React Native framework, implementing React Redux for state management and fetching async data from a JSON database of resources that I created myself. These are those resources. They're organized in a flat list, which allows for lazy loading. As you can see, some of these images are just now populating as I scroll. If you click on a resource, you'll be taken to the resource info page. None of these resources are actually loaded into the app. What they do is they link out to the original source material. So if you click on resource, your device is going to open up its browser and take you to see the resource that way. From there, if you liked it, you can add it to your toolkit. And this button is responsive, so once the item's added to your toolkit, it will show as a remove from toolkit option. You can also add a note. So if there's some information from the resource that you'd like to remember, or if you just want to leave a note for yourself, say this is really important, you can do that, and that note will be available on that resource. You can add multiple notes. You can also delete them or cancel. You can also share the resource, and clicking that button will open up your device's native sharing options, such as messaging or email. If you would like, you could even share it with one of the notes that you wrote. So if you wrote a note with a certain person or setting in mind, you could populate your message with the content of that note. Going back to the directory page, there's also an option to quick add to your toolkit. So if I click that, I already added this to my toolkit, so it's going to let me know it's already in there and give me the option either to remove it or to cancel. So I'll cancel. You can also share your resource directly from this directory page. Another option that was really important to me was for users to be able to add their own resources from the web. No autistic person is exactly like another one, so it's possible they might find something that's really specifically relevant to them that they would like to keep in their back pocket or they would like to share with someone. And so I do have that option that they can add that to the resource directory. They would populate these fields. Here's an option to select an image, but there is a default image that will populate it. If you go to select image, that will access your device's image gallery. And then you'll see a preview of the image that you selected. And you can add that resource to your directory. One of my biggest challenges with this project was figuring out how to combine the data from my JSON database with any user added data. But I was able to do so utilizing Create Async Thumb from the React Redux toolkit. And there was just a lot of trial and error trying to make sure that the property values of the objects were all similar and coded correctly. You'll see now that test object is in my resources array. And if you open it up, you have all the same options of the resources that were preloaded into the app. If we go to my toolkit, you'll see any resources that I added to the toolkit. There's just one for now. And you also have the option to swipe left to delete that resource. I'm going to keep it in there for now. In the future, I'd like to have the option to share an entire toolkit. I'd also like to have the option to create multiple toolkits. I really hope you enjoyed learning about my app today and maybe even a little bit about autism and neurodiversity. If you want to learn more, please anytime feel free to reach out. I'm very passionate and I'm really excited to be doing this work.